tonight we have a very special guest, Trill MC, his president, Big Homie, and he's got another Trill member with him, BG Brez. Homie, would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Absolutely. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I think from the big president, I'm Trill MC on GTA. This to my right here is my right hand man, Bree. He is the president of the Ranch Garden.
What's
And
up? What's up?
yeah, we shoot second club and we chill. Second five. Smoke, obviously, we here.
Sure, welcome to the show.
Appreciate y'all
Alright.
having me.
Just to clarify, Whacker, we're good in the stream. Everybody.
Audio is all good.
Awesome. Alright, well, let's start off the show. So, how long have you guys been around, homie?
You've been around since what, Bree? 2016?
Yes, sir.
What, 2016?
Yeah.
I think what, May the 4th. May 4th, 2016.
You know, if I remember correctly, I remember when you guys came around. I think we were still part of another MC, and yeah, that's right. I remember running into you way back when. All right.
That's kind of how we ran into him. That's a whole different story, though, right there.
So how'd you guys get started on online?
When I first GTA first came out, I was in the cars, but we had like almost like a packed setup. So right there was the site for each side. And in real life, I had friends. I brought us to the game, and yeah, that's how we came about.
Hey, homie, turn your mic up a little bit.
All right.
There you go.
Perfect. All right. So you guys have been around a while. You guys have seen quite a bit ups, downs in the communities. You as an old head, what advice would you, what?
Sorry. Go ahead.
He didn't like that old head.
Damn, that shit hitting the test.
Man, that was a term of respect, man.
Somebody's feeling a little self-conscious.
I know. Go ahead, man. Fuck it.
Nah, yeah, it's just respect, you know what I'm saying? No, that's Charlie.
Ooh, shit. Well, I'll say old head.
Okay,
So-
we have friendly fire off, bro.
Alright, so homie, BG, what advice would you give someone wanting to pursue creating and running an MC on GTA?
I take it. My
Oh,
advice.
we both gonna take it, but I'm gonna let you go ahead and get your little spiel right quick. Go ahead.
Oh, appreciate. You know, it's how it is. You know?
Hard to hear homie
my advice would be to
sometimes,
just
as long as he keeps
first
his
learn
mouth
about
not
the
far
community.
from his
You know,
face.
learn what you're stepping into. Learn, you know, people you need to be around. Pick the right people. Don't just go giving out the pass to anybody. To, you know, once you get that pass means everything. The pass represents your whole club. So you know, you just give the people that do crazy things. Like in your club right there. You know, down the drain pretty much. So you know, it's loyalty. Stay loyal to whoever you got. That's my advice.
Good.
Oh, yeah, do your thing.
Okay. I
You
like that.
got the
Okay.
flow.
No, I like that though. I like that. Yeah, I think you learned well. So to answer your question, what advice would I give to someone? First off, I would say, don't just jump into MC and say that's where your heart is at. Don't lie. Don't lie to yourself. Um, really take the time to chill with some of these MCs. You should make a choice. Because once you make a choice, that's it. Everybody has these tags: TFFT, SFFS. You know, for us, that means Trill Forever, Forever Trill. I'm pretty sure for you guys, it's
He that's good now.
Reputed. We scream that. That's it. That's it. You know, and you know, when I see a lot of these kids or people, period, jumping club to club, it's like you shouldn't scream forever. That sometimes that's what you're doing. So my advice would be is take your time, ride with the club, see what you're looking for. Figure out what you're looking for as a person in the club, and then go find that club. And what that means, you're gonna have to chill with other clubs to find it out. And you're gonna have to take your time and be patient. That's the advice I would give people. Now, as far as running an MC, listen to your club. I see a lot of clubs that shut down or have arguments that split because nobody listens. Say clubs for a reason. A lot of you, I know a lot of you guys know that MC was pretty much started from a bunch of ex-military guys who didn't fit in with the rest of the world because they were too back-minded when it came to the military. And they missed the brotherhood and camaraderie. They were just outcasts. So that's, I don't know, man. It's a club thing. It's not a, I'm depressed, I run everything. You know what I mean? Yes, you're supposed to make the smarter choices to who you do this and this, but it's supposed to be a club decision. So that's one thing I would say is successful running an MC is listening to your club.
Oh, and if you don't mind me cutting in real quick,
Go ahead.
you know, don't have a club full of yes men. Have people in there that's not afraid to tell you no, or no, I don't
Right.
want it to,
Exactly.
if everybody say yes, then there's no point in you to vote about anything,
I'm glad you actually touched on that because that's something that I see a lot. You see all these MCs, and it's especially among the younger guys. And I mean the younger guys as in like the teenagers, the little kids in the community.
Illuminati.
They get in an MC and they don't understand the voice they have to the brotherhood. Here in No Reputed, every man has a vote. No vote is above any other vote, and it's up to the brotherhood in which direction we choose to go. And one thing I always stress to the guys is, if you have something to say, put it on the table. If you have a grievance, a compliment, something you want the club to know, put it on the table, good or bad, because you can't overcome any obstacle as brotherhood without that.
Balance.
Another thing I would add though to also learn an MC is figure out how you want to run your. I see so many MCs go open up and shut down, come back a new MC type way. Like, just figure out what it's embarrassing. It really is for some of these MCs. It's embarrassing to them and their passion. Some of them as individuals, you know what I mean? When you see a guy who's already been in 16 MCs, it's like, yo, what are you doing? I mean, you just
Right.
take your time, be smart, figure out what you want, figure out how you want your shit ran, figure out what y'all are about, you know what I mean? If you're a shooting club, let it be known. If you're a riding club, let it be known. Just figure that shit the fuck out. I think that'll solve a lot of the drama in the MC community, honestly.
You know, I feel like the whole 1% thing gets like misconstrued like through like different clubs. You know,
Oh, absolutely.
every club like has their own rule, and then 1% is also like an IRL biker thing. So whether or not they're actually 1% clubs, they're still gonna rock the 1%. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like this is something that MCs always talk about. But, like,
So,
what can we do to like go around that? Maybe
so for Trill, us specifically, we found out that it's just no other way around it except to do it as real as possible. When I say real as possible, that means each gun we've actually looked up. You know what I'm saying? So me and Dave talked about this before. GTA is based in California. Okay? So we base everything off of California. Now that's one point. So we look up all the guns, everything, to see what's legal, what's not, what's hard to get, what's not hard to get. Right? We do all that. But at the same time, everybody knows 1% means you about that life. You don't give a fuck. You're gonna do what you want, when you want, how you want, with who you want, and where you want. Okay?
Your rules.
Exactly. That's what a 1%er is. All right.
In real
And then on
life.
top of that, yeah, in real life. And if you are outlaw in real life, meaning a dominant club, for example, Hell's Angels, an Outcast, Thunder Guard, the Pagans, whoever, one of them 1% top clubs, you are into some shit. You running guns, running drugs, something. Y'all got some kind of enterprise going. All right. So our thing is, now we don't do this, but this is just our thought process. It's like if that's how we're supposed to carry ourselves, and everybody wants to be the on top MCs. MCs have access to C4. MCs, that's Hell's Angels did. That's when they let that shit be known. Outlaws, they were
Yeah,
blowing shit
over
the
there
fuck
in
up.
Europe. Over there in Europe, they use nothing but car bombs.
Exactly, like that's how they assassinate people. And, I think that if people were disciplined enough to know when and how to use shit like that, you know what I'm saying? Not just throw it for no fuck. Like who the fuck throws C4? Like nobody does that. You know what I'm
Right.
Right,
saying?
and kind of to go back to your question, like how to kind of avoid, the weird stuff. It's community,
Go.
you build the community.
Not just that. Not just that. You have to have people that are knowledgeable about the set. Like you can't just have motherfuckers. All right, I'm gonna start an MC.
But see,
No, you don't
that's
know
the
shit.
problem. So as far as the online, because I came in about 2014, and that was when MCs were growing like crazy. Everybody was an MC of some sort, and the underlining rule was ARs only for 1%. That's the way I was taught when I came in. Now I understand the real life aspect, but it's flip flopped. It seems like that in real life, 1%ers are the outlaws, the ones that don't give a fuck, the ones that they do whatever they want. But online, it's the ones that
Oh yeah.
hold the diamond to a certain respect and fight you fair. ARs only, or you know what I'm saying.
So
See,
the
that's what I'm
rap
saying. Is like
aspect really the 99 is
maybe.
like 1% outlaw.
But then again, we're still the 1% of the community that fights respectively fair, because you look at any other crew, whether it be MC or otherwise, they're always
Listen,
using
bro,
rockets.
some
They're
mind
always,
blowing shit. I never even thought about it like that.
you know what I'm saying. That's what I had to kind of see over time, is that the 1% online is more about respect, and it's more about keeping it fair amongst each other. And back in the
Okay.
day, it was ARs only. That's how we
Right.
tested our metal.
Right. Okay, so can I touch on that right quick?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead.
All right. So check this out. So it's not big yet. I know a few people heard about it. Some people follow it and they're not into it, but so that's why. So we started. So everybody on the you can try to start their own little set, their own little community that they got in, the council, all that. Cool. Boom. So the reason why Trill did it to really popular because why it does establish some kind of order. Now that being said, we established bike like that. That is a bunch of bikers, gangs. We got police on it, everything. Literally, we have everything you can do in real life. Now, the way we did it is you could be a a dominant club. So say for example, so you guys, so you guys, I remember asking you this before, Jay. I said, what do you guys think? You said you don't think anything. You just do your thing, right?
Yeah. But I
All
also
right.
said that our clubhouse is in Vespucci.
Is that Fuji?
Yeah.
Correct. So being that y'all don't claim anything, but that's y'all clubhouse. On our set, that'd be y'all territory. So in y'all
Right.
territory is free range, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna use Trill and Phantom Eagles for example. Phantom Eagles run Toledo Bay. That's what they rock and say. So if they joined our set, that would be their territory. Boom. They're the first club on set. Now, in order to be the dominant club, they would have to stay 1%. Um, they would have to be pretty much act like outlaws in real life. Okay, so which means they can't go around fucking with people unless they trying to take over territory. You know what I'm saying? It's rules. I don't want to get too deep into it to take everything up, but we've done it to sort of real life, and a lot of people like it because, like I said, it brings structure. It brings there's no confusion. It's all written down. It's
Right,
smart.
and it
You
kind
know
of
what I
makes
mean?
so, and it's like if we wanted to come to your territory, like just example, like we would do things like, hey, you got a product running to your area, is that cool, real quick?
Yeah,
You know,
So
I would have
you're
to hit you up, Jay, and be like, hey man, I gotta do some more. Hey, we sure want to come chill in your area. Is that cool? You can either
right.
say yay or nay.
Right.
And if you say yay, cool. If you say no, we have two choices. We either say, man, we gonna go anywhere, or we gonna respect y'all shit. And
Right.
on the set, people see that everything is communicated with, and everybody knows that. Oh, Reputed runs that spot. Trill's over there. Family is over here. So if they know there's a problem, they know if there's a problem on your territory. That means somebody came into your shit. So it's kind of like it's communication. That's what it is. Communication and everybody honoring just the 1% shit in general, real life and in the game. Because when it comes to fighting, that's where you have to stay 1%. You know, 99er can't come and fight y'all and use 99 shit. They'll get kicked in the set. Shit like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
So you're
that's
trying to
what the
build, if I'm understanding this correctly, you're trying to build something similar to what the mafia community has, to where they have those in-depth rules of how you can assassinate and what you can use and what you can't use, etc. like that. You're talking something similar to that.
sort of, but ours isn't what we chose. Ours is literally real life. So whatever
Right.
is happens in real life is how it's done here.
Right.
So like Trill can't come fuck with y'all support club.
Hmm.
No, but they don't do that shit in real life. That's like frowned upon. Like why would
Right.
a Hell's Angels go mess with a pagan support that's retarded? Just go for the head. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
everything is real life shit when it comes to running this set, how it's operated, how the respect is ran. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
say
like
so say for example, you and Phantom Eagle, I think y'all are beefing, right? Boom. So y'all are beefing and
Which is the
there's a
most
support
irrelevant
club.
beef at this point.
Huh?
Which is the most irrelevant beef at this point. They're literally beefing because
Exactly.
they backed you guys up when we were duking it out.
Um but just say y'all are on set together, boom, y'all in one territory, then another. But a 99er club comes and attacks them, right? And you find out they did. Now, 9 times out of 10 you wouldn't care. But then you find out that that 99er club that is running in your territory attacked them and broke a bylaw that's on the set. That's when all the top heads for the set come together and say, hey man, look, regardless, that's when we set our beats and say, that's where it comes into showing them how to handle shit on the set. Like, because in real life, everything don't have to be shot out. Sometimes you just
Right.
have to talk it out, figure it out. You know what I mean? And in that case, that's where everybody would say, well, you know what? It's in black and white. They were not supposed to do this. They did that. Boom. There's no talking it out. That club is wrong. So you know what I'm saying? So that's how it's ran. It protects everybody. It definitely protects the 1%ers, and that's really what it was for. Mike said that we created, is literally protect the 1%ers.
I mean, that would
Keep the
unify
99.
the MC community. You know what I'm saying?
right, like when you go to set up a club in real life, you have to ask the dominant club if it's okay if you make that club.
Right.
Hell yeah,
Right.
hell yeah. Because if you don't,
They
oh,
coming to burn
especially if
your
you're a
shit
support
down.
club,
You just can't pop up.
Well,
You
ultimately,
can't. Yeah.
that would regulate the MCs and the bottom rockers
But
and
yeah.
all of that shit too.
But see,
that
I, I
that'll
I
fuck.
I feel like for some of that we need like not only one club can run something like that. We have to be like a few clubs that already have
Right.
standards, already have moral. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how yeah, that's how it is in real life.
So
So, you know, in Florida, it ain't one club that runs all of Florida. It's a few clubs that split it up.
COC.
Yeah, you
They
got the
ain't had no
outlaws and
choice.
somebody
It's either
else.
that or bloodshed all day.
So okay, now
That's
let me
how.
ask you this: for something like to come about, how would you avoid a power struggle or one MC trying to step in and overshadow them all, saying, "Oh, you need to join
Oh, I'm
us and you need
glad
to
you
do
said
this,"
that.
because that's
Okay.
that's what destroys a lot of COCs and a lot of
Well, see, because
alliances.
people don't know how to stick to their words. People don't know how to set shit up. So, say for example, so we have broken MC on it. Well, it's in the works, but they wanted to claim 1%. Drill, we claim the docks on the west side, right?
Mhm.
Say if Broken said, you know what, we want to take over the docks, and they put it, well, Trail runs that. Well, this is how they would take it over. They would come in and attack us. Once that first bullet is fired, their president, whoever the highest ranking is in that session, is to send a message. Right? Because 9 times out of 10, you in the fight, your president has to go there and be in the front line. It doesn't work like that. Once the president dies, it's a wrap. But anyway, um, send a text say this attack is over territory. Now, whoever wins that fight,
Get that
they
territory.
that's one up. It's the best out of three. Yeah, I mean, best out of three. So you got to win 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 battles. Now, this is where the honor code comes in. The shit. Now everybody's gonna know that y'all fight.
In the public lobby has
Yeah, and it's a public lobby too. So ain't no freaking TV, flat out public lobby. So y'all would shoot it out. If you die, once you die twice, whoever died, like say for example, Jay, you fight whoever and you die twice.
Mhm.
You got to go in your clubhouse. That's it. You got to go in your clubhouse and sit to the rest of your club either dies or y'all kill them all. All right.
Man, ain't no scrub ass little MC gonna follow that.
Exactly. That's why we control who comes in and off the set. We voted. It ain't up to Trill. We would
That's
sit
how you
down with all the
control it
dominant
from
clubs.
takeover.
Huh?
So that's how you control it from taking it being a takeover.
Right. So
Because
now, with
whoever
hold on.
gets
With
the
that being
majority
said,
of MCs,
so say if they attack on a Tuesday, right? Boom. So Reputed, boom, y'all win that fight on that Tuesday after they
Mhm.
attack y'all. So now they can't attack y'all for a whole week. They gotta wait a whole nother call up Tuesday. Why? That gives you time to A, alert your club, let them know to be on lookout for such and such and such. B, that gives you time to try to set something up, get
right?
somebody on or have, schedule time for whoever to be on so in case they attack again when it comes to that next Tuesday, y'all ready. Boom. So it protects, it makes it fair. All right. So then, boom, that next Tuesday, they win. All right, cool. Gotta wait another week. So it's really dragged out in 3 weeks. Now, whoever wins, take that territory over, and they get a month and a half before the club can attack again. So now you got a month and a half where you can actually just relax and chill, ride, do whatever. And we did that because, like I said, a lot of us are tired of just fighting all the damn time. Sometimes I just rather chill. Sometimes I want to just be fighting
And
all over and drink.
and it also
You know what
gives
I
the
mean?
other club, instead of the other club losing, and say, "Oh, we out of the community." No, don't leave. You got a whole month to either train or do whatever you need to do.
Try
Come back and
again
try
or
your
go take
territory.
over another territory. You know what I'm saying? It's options, but it's just like how it is in a real set.
Right.
And if and so, like I said, it's 4 clubs because we split it up: North Los Santos, South and West and shit. Then you got Grape Seed and that shit over there. Then you got Toledo. So in order for clubs to come on a set, those 4 clubs have to vote them on. And if one or 2 clubs say nah, we've heard about that, but nah, that's a cancer. That's one of the cancers to the community. They don't come on. So we avoid that right there. Boom. 2, the club comes on and say they want to be in where Irreputed is, and y'all got that territory already, and y'all the dominant club, they have to be under y'all. If they don't, they can't be in that territory if y'all don't want them to.
They want
So
to fight. They
it's
got to
kind of
fight all four
like that.
major
Yeah, they got
clubs.
to either be a support. Now in Trill, we make clubs. They start off as support, and then they can earn the brotherhood. Earning brotherhood means that they're showing that they want to stick to the 1% code. That they move in the outlaw way. Once they prove that, then they can be a brotherhood. So it's like I said, everything is tailored sort of to the real life as much as we can, as much as possible. It makes it fun. It educates people who want to know about shit. Um, I've seen a lot of people who came from the bike for the car set or just from assisted aim, come over here fucking with this shit, and they run into us first, and they like it. You know what I mean? So it's more tailored for the old school clubs like y'all, like strikers, like us, like unholy ones that people. Well, I don't know about them anymore, but people that want to stick to the traditional 1% shit, biker shit. We were biker enthusiasts who just want to fucking ride, who don't mind fighting here and there, but it's control. You know what I mean? You
And
ain't
you
worried
don't
about
want
no
to get
99
killed by a
shit, no
jet or
suppressor,
fucking
yeah,
yeah,
tanks, none of
tanks.
that
Right.
dumb shit. Like it's trash.
Now you said all of this is done in public, but how do you
Yep.
avoid the civilians
So
of the game?
Well,
so
see,
what Trill does is
that's kind of where. Oh, go ahead.
so what Trill does is when I get on, especially me, I'll hit up the president of the other clubs that I know are part of the set. Let them know I'm on. That way they can get on. Now once I know we got enough on, my boy Heartless, he knows how to get a public session solo. He'll do that. Once he does that, he sends us an invite, we fill up the session, it's locked.
Okay.
And then not only that, GTA works where you play with so many players, you know what I'm saying, so much, they all make put you in the same lobbies after so long.
Right.
You
Yeah,
got people out where it kind of just start loading in lobbies. And then, always to see who's online. And so you see, oh, that president online, well, he's online. He probably got 4 members in his lobby. Let me go join in there. As long as I stay in my territory or shoot a message before I hit their shit, I'm good to go.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
that's another thing. Like when we excommunicate clubs from the set or whatever, or like they're cancerous, we just block them. I'm not gonna stress. You're not gonna. It's a game. I want to have fun.
Right.
I'm not gonna let some punk stress me out. So we block them, and they can't get in our touch.
Right. And,
So
and,
it's
and
a
it's
lot
all
of ways
about
that we find to control it.
Okay. Okay. That's what's
communication
up.
is the biggest key about that.
Yeah.
Man, my fault though, man. Let's get back to your questions though.
Oh no, you're good, man. That's the point of this. You know what I'm saying? We have an outline,
No
but
doubt, no doubt.
you know what I'm saying.
I just
Good
think you want
conversation comes from the branches, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So name 3 MCs that have been most influential to you while in the online MC community.
You know what? I'm I'm gonna put my ego aside,
Yeah, no, no,
and
no,
I'm gonna keep it a stack.
non-ego.
All
Be
right.
real.
Strikers. So let me get 2 seconds. So check this out. Just like in real life, if you come on set and you don't know shit about the set, and you think you just about to come on set and throw on your rags and do your own fucking thing, you're wrong. Well, Trill did that. We learned the hard fucking way. The first time we ever got grazed was by Reaper Wolves. The president was Lucifer Wolf, another member was Fred Henderson. I hate these guys. I'm gonna catch them though, and I hope you heard that I'm coming for you. but
While you
they
plays
graved us.
Fortnite.
We set up the, but we tried. I tried to set up a bike set back in 2014, and I'm literally on my way home from work. And my fucking PS messages on my phone start blowing the fuck up. And people are snapping on me. Yo, you set us up. You set us up. Come to find out, Ricky Wolf set up a meeting, so to speak, about the bike set. Invited all the fucking clubs we had. And at the time, this is crazy. We had Lady Devils. We had Face MC. I had, man, it was a whole bunch of old school MCs that was just chill as fuck. He invited them in the clubhouse. When they all got in there, kicked them the fuck out. Shot them all the fuck up. So they thought I set them up because I wasn't there. And at the time, I didn't know to keep your fucking crew on Rockstar locked. And he hopped in my shit, and they started talking shit to me. Matter of fact, Space Shots. That's one of them. That's him right there. But they started texting me, laughing and shit. Video coming to me. I didn't know shit about none of this. I go online, bro. And now that I look at the video, it's shitty as fuck. But yeah, bro, they straight grazed my pets. It's like he had one of my own members stab another member. It was fucked up, but it hit home. So that's when I started learning. I started reaching out. I started, riding with people. And actually, that's when I met you, Jay, and I ran into you with this other club. And I started picking up on certain things from other people. And that's when I learned about the 1% shit. And I was like, you know what? This shit is dope. I like this shit. And I me myself, I'm private military. So I like the structure.
Yeah.
So I love it. I don't know if it works out better, but we just learned from that shit. And Strikers is one of them. Striker is definitely one of them. There's another club, but I don't think they're around.
I remember those B-Town guys.
Yeah. Actually, yeah. B-Town something. It was a Mexican club.
B-Town, that's it.
Actually, they were all old heads in real life. They were like 30s and 40s, bro. But they were just chill on the game. They biked like tricked out. They was all in uniform type shit.
Then they all live on the same
riding,
block.
man. Yeah. And that's what I like. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I like to record, man. And that's what it's about. You want to get on here and you just want to be able to record and catch another MC in the background, you know what I'm saying? On access type shit. You catch you're reputed at the bar and shit, or outside fighting other, you know what I'm saying? Just random shit in the back. That's what it's about. But everybody done got away from that. Everybody's trying to be on top. You can't be on top if you're not. You know what? Hold on. I got to say this, bro. And I'm going to say this to all the MCs out there that's new or don't know nothing about the fight set. If you have 2, 3, or 4 people and you're calling yourself a club, you are not a club. It requires at least 5 to have a club. You gotta have your officers. But yeah, that's it. Like,
I'm
You a squad.
I'm gonna say Reputed because shit like this. Who doing shit like this?
Well,
I say irreputed because
With our generation right now, like it's older people that did this shit, but like right now, like people are trying to build the community back up from ashes.
you know what? I was telling Jay. I wanted to touch on it. I'm glad you said that. He is right. Irreputed is one of them. Not because of how it is because of how y'all move, but it's what we've been through as 2 clubs together.
man, we've been through some shit.
Going from real tight to falling the fuck out to being able to set shit aside and handle shit like men and, you know what I'm saying, hash shit out. You know what I'm saying? We had a good run when it came to the beef and shit. It was dope. You know, losses and wins everywhere. It was just
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun, you know. I ain't gonna lie, seeing Thor and Bree talk shit to each other on IG, bro, I was dying. I would tell everybody else in my club, yo, delete it, shut the fuck up, this, that, but Bree's not, go ahead, bro, cause you and Thor, y'all just be, y'all, I don't know, y'all don't have a crazy ass bond. Who the fuck bonds over fighting each other?
That was half the fun was talking shit with you guys.
And listen, I don't other MCs. I wouldn't even fight them. I would just leave lobbies. Like I don't even care, man. I don't even know who you are. Man.
Oh, you know what's crazy? Though? And I don't know if it was on accident or purpose. I don't even know what Jay was doing. But a lot of times when I seen Reputed, they would be fighting my guys. And I ain't gonna lie, I be in the club, I watch my shit. Sometimes I poke that out. But I've noticed me and Jay never was in the lobby fighting. It was kind of like me watch our boys just get it in. I don't know.
No.
That's how
There was a long while. Every time someone said Trill was in the lobby, I jumped right in.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. Hold on, I gotta tell you this. So, I remember this shit. Oh my god. I think I was in Toledo Bay, bro, at a fucking crib.
Well,
I was in there by myself, and it was like 6 or 7 of y'all rolled the fuck up, and y'all on my fucking cell phone.
No.
Blowing up. Everybody was talking shit. I busted out laughing. I got on the mic with Trill, and I said, yo, Y'all get the fuck in here. They trying to fucking jump me. It was sick. And then I came outside. Y'all blew up my fucking cars. Y'all burnt my grass. Y'all out of my house. I was mad as fuck.
Listen, right now it was a time I was in Toledo Bay. I was in my clubhouse. And fucking, I think it was probably like a bunch of y'all sitting outside my clubhouse. I'm like, homie, I'm going outside. I'm going. He like, Breeze, don't go out there. Don't go out there be no fucking cowboy. I'm like, man, they sitting outside my shit right in deep. You know what I'm saying? How it started. I seen J name. I'm like, oh, it's on. It's popping. I'm about to go for him.
So
I seen
I'm
J
gonna tell
name.
you
I
something
seen
about Breeze,
six more
dog.
fucking reputed tags. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck?
I'm gonna tell you something about Breeze. So in Trill, we also give you, you also get a nickname. Club give you a nickname, right?
Yeah.
So we've been thinking about changing Breeze because when he came along, I'm gonna tell you how we met Breeze. He was with a club called Last
It
King.
was yeah, last king, yeah.
And one day we in Toledo Bay riding to the city. He riding by himself like a puppy kid, like riding right behind us. And I'm talking about quiet the whole time. Ain't say shit. Ain't asked to hop in the party. Ain't asked to join the MC. Nothing. Just riding. So of course we was kind of nervous. But then after like 2 weeks of this shit, he was like, "Yo, bro, do you want to join Prospect or some shit?" Well, yeah. And then after that, like he earned his way in, dog. But oh man, I'm
Now,
hot.
respect the breeze. To touch on what you said earlier, after a while of fighting you guys, um, it almost just lost its flair. Like all tempers were kind of just dying down. It
Cause he was the
just
only one fucking fighting y'all.
right.
I got tired of fucking fighting y'all. That's why I call him Cowboy. He was always, you're repeated, where? I'm hopping on. Bitch, you won't even hop on for us, but you'll hop on for them. Y'all don't know the shit we gotta go through to get Breeze on. It's always, I'm headed home. I'm at work. Hold on, let me smoke. But
Just
Irrepeated
tell,
hops on, that motherfucker leaves his wife.
just tell him, just tell him Jay's in the lobby.
Yeah. Tell
Good
them Jay or
time.
Thor is in the lobby. It's a wrap.
Definitely fucking good time, man. But you know, it's not. It's nobody else like that for it. That I can play with it. You know, I enjoy that shit. Like as I'm getting murdered out there, don't let me say I'm already killing people. I'm getting murdered like a motherfucker. But I'm doing it with a smile on my face. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
This shit is
Alright.
awesome, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah.
smiling, I'm fucking frowning. Every time I seen that shit, I get pissed. Like, yo, you making us look bad. He's like, so I had fun. Yo, fuck that. They want blood, bruh. Stop doing this to them.
It's fun when your opponent is like fighting fair, you know.
Right, yeah.
And that was
Okay,
So
so
that's
you
what I
know
enjoyed
what?
about fighting you guys. It was like you guys always kept it in ours, and I
Okay,
like
you
you
just
know what?
lied
Let's do
right there.
that.
You just lied. You just lied because you know what? I have to admit,
Oh shit.
Kuda is a fucked up. That's my dog. That's my hitter, but bruh, what man? He's the only one, bruh. He's the only one. He just can't
he,
get it together.
he's the one
I'm
that
sure just
started
like
all that issue.
I'm sure just
Yeah,
like
actually, he does.
Trill is full with a bunch of getting it together
But you
kind
know
of
what?
people.
I gotta thank Kuda because honestly, I did kind of like the beef with us because I knew for a fact that Jay. To me, matter of fact, me and Jay, your old club got in the fight with us before, and
Yep.
that's actually how we clicked because you respected how we moved and I respected how y'all moved. And matter of
Yep.
fact, that
That's
right
how
there
we
was over
met.
Kuda.
Yeah, that was
Wow.
how we met. Is because I rolled up to him, and he hit me with a minigun.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
This is, mind you, this was in like
Kuda's closest weapon
2016.
is a minigun, brass knuckles, and the automatic shotgun.
Yeah,
God damn.
it was at the what is it? The
You just
bar
pulled his
in
minigun out
Sandy
of my pocket.
Shores, Hornets. I rolled up,
We was
and he
fighting
was.
y'all. We was fighting y'all. We was fighting y'all over there by the police station and the clothing store.
Well, I'm
Over there
talking
by
about
that parking deck.
2016.
And you
When
was with
I
regulators.
no, before that. Way
You was with
this,
Odin.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
No, that was
Shit,
before all
you
that.
not even let him tell the story and shit.
No, it was way before that. It's in an MC. I'm not gonna name. But
Okay, good, 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 good.
when we first met, I rolled up to Cuda, and it was at Hornets in Sandy Shores, and I rolled up, and he was like shooting shit with a minigun, and I kind of honked,
Big ass fucking kid.
and this motherfucker turned around and just started spraying me with a minigun. I was like, all right, cool. And then that was when we shot, and then you guys were in there, and we tussled a little bit, but that was when you reached out and we kind of squashed it.
I'm gonna tell you a
Hey,
true
so
story. Not even a week ago, some came to us and told us that, can y'all please get Cuda? He killing us in Red Dead. I'm like, dude, that's a whole nother game, man. But goddamn, Cuda just fucking.
bro, Kuda, he don't give a like, bro. I'm trying. I got him away from the minigun. All right, I'm trying to get the shotgun out of his fucking hand. But yo, no matter what game it is, I don't know how he does it, but he runs into fucking MC people that we're cool with on other games. He fucks them up. Like he went and tied up. He beat up Sinister Angels Prez and then tied up one of their members and walked off. Like yo, like what the fuck, bro? But I've noticed every issue we've had with y'all is because of him.
Yeah.
Damn near anybody.
Well, and the shitty part is, like, we know the dude. I don't have a problem with the guy personally. Like, he's always been a good dude. He just, I don't know if he doesn't pay attention or
No,
doesn't.
all right. Can I tell y'all something? I think he's sick. He gets off on that shit because why? All right. So every time somebody comes and tells me something, this is his excuse. What? It ain't lying. And then I've seen text messages where he's telling the person, "You're lying. You're trying to set me up." That's old. Cool. You know, goddamn well that was an hour ago. So the shit with Sinister Angels, he did the same thing. They press hit me up as soon as it happened and sent me the timestamp and everything. I was like, "Yo, Kuda, what's up with this?" He goes, "Man, bro, that was like 6 months ago, man. They trying to set me up." I said, "Kuda, the timestamp." He was like, "All right, big homie, man, what I gotta do?"
Yeah, my bad.
I'm like, "What is this? Like getting in trouble?"
Hey, you do that shit every time, like 5 minutes
Every
later.
fucking time.
My bad, man. My bad. We good. I'm like, yeah,
So I just told him from now on, stay away from people.
yeah, just don't go to that body.
Just play
About to
single
just put him in
player.
Sandy Shores, isolated.
You put him single player.
But the most important thing though is he loyal. You know, he never switched up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's very. I have to give him that. He's a very, very loyal fucking dude. When he did get in trouble, we kicked him. He didn't go to any other MC. He went straight back to
His own shit.
Actually, I can verify that because I watched him for a while after you guys kicked him, and because he's still on my friends list to this day. And he never did pop in another MC or anything like that. He just played single player.
He had mad people hit him up. And I'm gonna be honest, he didn't ask to come back. We asked him to come back. You know, yeah, he fucked up, but just like in real life, bro, you always got that fucked up individual. That's still your brother.
There's always one in the group.
Oh yeah.
Exactly, bro. I'm pretty sure y'all got one.
Oh yeah.
Thor.
Hey, my man's raised his
He's
hand.
got a few of them.
It ain't even mustache.
Damn, that's crazy. Figured that'd be the fucking one. But yeah, man. That's another thing these clubs can learn from. You know, you're gonna have to realize you always got that one. And I see a lot of people kick people because of shit they done or they fucked up, but they're a good person. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I don't know. People gotta start thinking.
So let me ask you this, touching on kind of what you just said. Like, so as an MC grows and they've been around for a while and they're accumulating more members, and you have a member that is unorthodox, like how do you like keep them around without butting heads all the time?
What do you mean, like, so you got two members
like
going at it?
Or like breaking up the brotherhood, sometimes he's just got to do his own thing.
If a member is really that big of a problem, that's when it should come to the table and the whole table goes, or talks about it, or see what they can do. I've seen a lot of presidents get somebody brings them a problem, tells them something that a member did, and they automatically and it's a wrap. You know, so they start jumping down to this girl. The member gets defensive, or a fight breaks out. He's gone. Now he's going on bad terms with them, and now he's going with a bad taste in his mouth. He wants revenge. Now he's with another MC. Now he's with that MC. He caused a problem. You know what I'm saying? And that was his beef in the beginning, but now he's got a whole nother MC. I say shit like that, you have to nip it in the butt, but there's a certain way. You know, we've kicked people from our club before. And actually, no, we haven't. We left on our own.
No. We see. I was gonna say that we kick prospects like because
yeah, we'll kick you as a prospect, but as a full patch, leave on your own.
Yeah, in a prospect, like you can tell in the first few weeks if a person is like toxic for the whole group. Because just in their attitude, how they act, how they listen to the rules. You know what I'm saying? If that shit not flying, you gotta go, man. You bring this down. You not even coming with no.
But another way to avoid all that shit is do your fucking research, man. these clubs build and build, and they don't. The president still tries to take control, and it goes from being a club to him leveling the power because he has so many people under him. Not as
Right.
Trill, and I know that for a lot of other clubs do the same thing, but we delegate. I don't take on shit all by my goddamn self. That's too much.
You can't.
You know what I mean? So I'll leave it up to my sergeant at arms to, hey, do your research, see how many clubs he's been in, put the word out, ask about it. You know what I mean? Like find out. Like I don't want to just take any fucking bite,
Like
especially.
like our like our BP, I think he like some fucking technical wizard, man. Like he be doing shit, dude.
Yeah, he
That
be
shit.
finding shit. I'm like, yo, you're a creep. Yes, I'm a heart.
I
But
remember one time we was like doing like some report one night, and like we were literally talking about the shit, and like 4 seconds later on my phone, dude, that's a fucking page of a report typed up, everything we just fucking talked about. I'm like, what the fuck did I just join? What the fuck
oh
is
yeah,
this?
when we have meetings, yo. Okay, so this gonna be funny. So when we have church and shit, you can hear in the background a fuck. It sound like a typewriter, and I could just picture Razor with some glasses on, looking down, typing while we're talking. I'm like, but you ain't got no cell phone. Yes, but it's easier to type.
With a
Like,
cigarette.
come on.
I gotta finish this. I
But
gotta
nah,
finish
that's what it
this.
is, bro. When you have somebody talk like that, man, you gotta be, hey, you gotta do your homework on them way ahead of
Right.
time. Don't just, let them in. I see a lot of these clubs say patching in 2 weeks, da 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 da. That's why you got toxic clubs. They don't do homework. These people, they just join the club because they know they're gonna get their patch.
Yep.
I know a lot of clubs make you earn your shit. SK, specifically, my sergeant at arms been with me since the beginning. That motherfucker prospected for 6 months. And there were times where he literally sat on the game in church outside the door for 3 hours. And guess what? He couldn't just leave his controller on screen. He couldn't just walk off. If we called his name, he didn't respond. Oh, that was a bad look. Like we took it that serious, and that's why. Why? People say that's too serious. Well, to you it is, but guess what? I got the same first 11 that I've had since I started. I ain't got to worry about them turning their back on me. I know you, Jay. You got some of the same few people that's been with you for years. Why? Because it's how y'all built y'all loyalty, bro. And people
Yep.
don't know how to build that shit no
The
more.
names at these tables, I've been looking at these names for a long time. It's like one new one, but the rest of them I've been seeing.
I mean, we've only lost 3 and 1 to actual death.
All right.
Uh,
So,
respect to that, but besides that one, y'all probably don't even feel lost because y'all got nice numbers.
Well, I
but
mean,
my point is he's got the same people. You know what I
yeah.
mean? He's actually got, you go through his IG and shit. They got pictures from years ago together, just like with us. We got pictures from years ago. How
Hmm.
many clubs you see with pages up, down, pictures different? Like one dude I seen, he got 5 different patches in one page, and you can see how he switched. I'm like, yo, that's a lot. And another thing I would say is have them hang around. Don't just let people prospect. Let them
Right.
hang around and see if they like how y'all move.
Yep.
Because if they don't, they prospect it. They're not gonna like it. You're gonna get mad once they try to leave. Or you know what I'm saying? Some clubs do.
And
It's a lot,
that's,
man.
I really believe that is what the prospecting period is about. It's like so you all can like feel each other out where you don't have to fucking, there's no hard feelings if they don't really make it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
you
Yeah.
didn't throw away your patch, they didn't throw away your colors.
So for Trill on the game here, how we do it is we make you hang around. The hang around period is for you. That's for you to see if you like us. And then we tell you that. And then once you start prospecting for us, that's for us. That's for you to earn our trust and to show us that you got our back. And that's for us to do the same. Let you know we got you. And then once you get patched in, you got all that.
Yep.
And now the hard part is after you patch someone in, and then they turn your back on you. You gotta watch out for that because that shit hurts too. Because in order to get that patch, it's hours of gameplay, hours of messaging, hours of talking, and like for someone to be like, you know what, I don't like y'all, just gonna play piss me off, I'm out. Like that
Well,
shit
to be
hurts.
honest with that, and that's where I said you got to take your time. So for everybody that's got patched in, and I'm gonna be honest with Trill, whoever got everybody that's got patched in with Trill on the left, they got their patch some easy way or some loophole that you know what I'm saying. It was
Yeah.
like, for example, we had a club that patched over to us. They didn't have to go through the prospecting phase. We had so many fucking members. We patched them over. Guess what? They're all gone.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And that just shows you the difference. You get a quick patch, they're gone. You make them earn their shit, they stay.
Right.
Period.
Well, that's why we.
So
I
you can
mean,
get that patch.
yeah. We prospect everybody. Yeah. It's.
Only had one patch over, that was a success.
That was who?
That was Whacker and Spooky.
Yeah.
Oh, Wacker's in here? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Whacker and Spooky patched over, and it's worked out beautifully.
The rest
But
of their members, they prospected, and a lot of them made it. Some of
yeah,
them,
Oh, I ain't gonna even flex, bro. I have no issue with Wacker. I just beefed with him because he hopped on y'all side. That was all. Me and him always been cool. I got videos with me and him and everything. We always
Whacker,
got love.
Spooky, American, they're all good people.
Yeah.
But then again, they were in our corner for 6, 8 months before that even came to fruition.
Okay. So,
You know,
ooh,
and that was
I need to correct
constant
myself.
play, that was communicating, that was showing up to each other's rides, that was really getting to know each other. And we had already passed the vote on our side before he approached them, and they kind of him-hawed about it for a little while, but they really put thought into it. And once they pulled the trigger on it, I mean, it hasn't had one problem. But that's the only patchover I've ever seen worth.
It's really
Oh,
hard to
you
get
know
it.
what? Another club too. Like, and that's another thing. I see a lot of these bigger clubs, OG clubs, that's falling off, and I can't figure out why. I don't know if it's because they stopped worrying about quality instead of, you know what I'm saying, quantity. But I'm gonna say it, and it's no shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being real. Like Santos, I'm mad cool with them. They're growing so fast and so big that I had some of their members shoot at me, not knowing that we have a long-standing relationship and never be. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Communication is really fucking key
Mm-hmm.
in these clubs. And when you're not communicating and shit, that's what happens. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
thank God, you know, like how y'all would move, we move the same way. If that shit happens, I don't just automatically, oh fuck them up. I say fuck them up, but as I'm saying fuck them up, I'm hitting up, you know, who I know. Hey,
Listen,
what's going on with this?
and that make me so mad. He'll say, "Go fight," and then wait, oh wait, stop. I'm texting. You
Yeah.
just told me go fight, man. Now I got to go back in my clubhouse. Come on, you
You
making
know
me
what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm trying to
making
handle
me
shit.
look
You see
bad
what I'm
myself.
saying? And I ain't gonna lie, that makes my club. They
But
they
it,
get mad as fucking hell. But I'm doing
Serious.
what I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? As a president,
I've
you know,
I've done the same thing as president, and you know, it's about protecting not only your brothers, but also looking out for the best interest of the MC.
yep.
So, you know, when you have to go back and forth and, you know, one day you're shooting, one day you're not, you know, that in itself will wear on you as a president and eventually push you to just say fuck it.
Right.
But
Yep.
it also gives you the ability to correct the situation. And then you put the ball in the other person's court on whether or not they want to correct it. And if they don't, well, you know, people know how that goes.
Listen, I'll give you a live experience. The first time after the first time we had sat down and talked, the first time I hopped in the lobby and seen the Reputed patch in there, I was like nervous. I'm like, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Nothing happened. I'm like, whoa.
It don't happen. That's the thing. It don't always. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, I think it was Thor. Might have been Loki. I don't know. I've been in the session sometimes with like one or two irreputed, and we don't do shit. We just mind our fucking business. You know?
I like how you
Was that
said
when we were beefing or when
there's
we
never
weren't
really
beefing?
one.
Huh?
When we were or weren't beefing?
No, when we were beefing, there have been times I've been in there with some of your members, and
I can
it just
explain
ain't.
that.
It is what it is.
I can actually explain that. There was a couple times where I told the guys not to shoot at you guys because you, homie, kept bugging the shit out of me on IG, and I could tell you wanted to fix it, but I was like, you know what, fuck you. So,
And you know what? My club said the same. Yo, I was such in a rock and a hard place because I was hitting you up and I knew you weren't going for it. I knew I went back and read that messages before and I was like, yo, we were really saying some fucked up shit. So I'm pretty sure you ain't going for it. But then I was telling my club, they was like, what? You're doing what? Yo, fuck that. Fuck them. Yo, I'm shooting them on sight. No, you're not. Yes, we are.
you
Okay,
know
do it
what,
if you want. You can break a bylaw.
I, I straight up told the guys, I was like, you know what, homie's in my DMs, I know he wants to fix it. Unless they shoot at you, don't shoot at them. You know, don't spark fires where it's starting to, you know, sizzle out.
What
And
did it for me was your post. Your post about the NC community, and when I seen Tracker's post, and then when I seen the fucked up shit that was said, that's what did it for me. I said, you know what? That's not how we move. And I can't condone that. And that's when, like I was telling y'all earlier with the bike set, that's
mhm.
when I had to hop on the OG side and say, you know what? We kicking y'all little motherfuckers out of here. You don't got time for that shit.
I mean, I said on
That's
the
when I.
last
That's when I.
episode, if all the OG MCs could organize, come together, and communicate without having to try and pull a power struggle or have to be top dog, and we just work shit out amongst each other like civilized human beings, we could push all these little MCs out. We could push all these little fucking pop-up MCs that want to step out of line, that don't know what the fuck they're doing, have no idea how we do things.
You're
We
right.
could
And with
push
that
them.
said too, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them that are willing to learn because they don't know.
There are. We actually just started
I think,
a
like I said earlier, Trill was one of them. We started off as one of those clubs that didn't know shit. We were just trying to be out here doing our own thing and saying fuck everybody else. We couldn't do that. We had to learn.
and it takes time, you know what I'm saying? It takes time and networking and meeting people and spending time in the saddle and at events, you know what I'm saying? All that shit adds up. People see you, people see that you're not out to try and tell everybody what to do or trying to dictate. You're just trying to have a brotherhood and ride with other MCs and just be chill. People start to realize that,
Yeah.
and people give you respect for it because they understand what you're trying to do. Then you get the ones that we're trying to push out, and they start problems.
So another thing with that is I feel like these most all especially OGs, the communication with them. I feel like nobody's communicating. You know what I'm saying? We should know everything that's going on. We should know, who's what in that situation. We don't know. Nobody's communicating that. Like, I can be able to tell you, hey Jay, if you run into this incident, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Because like I ran into Satanic Brother, thinking they cool, roll with us for an hour and a half, only the fucking stab. Then I find out later, oh yeah, they be going around stabbing everybody. Well, goddamn, I wish somebody would have fucking told me sooner. You know what I mean? Shit like that.
I mean, it's feasible if we were to communicate with all of the larger MCs, sit them down, and pull them in a Discord, just like, the top three, top four, and we set up a Discord where we can all communicate, but people got to take their ego out of it. People got to take their pride and put it aside and be willing to actually talk shit out. And that in itself is asking a lot.
Also, learn other MCs, how they operate, for example. Like, I had the beef with Strikers. That shit kills me. I've fucked with Strikers for years. Mad photos, videos, all kinds of shit. Fucking, just chilling with them. And one time I'm going, I'm gonna be, the beef was over. One of their hang-arounds or whatever fell out of line, and he came to get back in line, came up the middle of Trill. Like I said, Trill kind of operates like, real life. So in real life, you don't break no other club formation. That's just a no-no. Now, had I been there, I would have handled it a little bit differently than my members. But like I said, everybody ain't the same. I would have talked it out. I was like, hey, look, man, we didn't appreciate this. That's not how we grow, blah, blah, blah. We could have talked it out. But the way it got handled, it blew the fuck up. And unlike how me and Reputed handled shit, we were able to talk it out after a while of beefing. It wasn't like that with them. And it's unfortunate because, like I said, they're dope ass guys. They cool. We was cool with them. Two cool ass clubs chilling.
Yeah, and because
they were together. People will see that.
Act a whole different way.
People will see that. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to respect how y'all move. Like same thing with Phantom Eagles. Phantom Eagles don't really have the same weapon wheel as we have, but they respect ours. And we respect that they respect ours. So if we ever, even when we're playing around doing shootouts, we still respect their code. We, like any other club too, we will respect their code as well. We respect their club.
I'm not gonna lie, but the first time I spoke with Eagles and like they broke down like how they move, what they use, it made me feel some kind of way because I thought they felt they were better than I was. You know what I'm saying? But not that they were better than I was. It was actually showing me a better way to move. You know what I'm saying within the community.
With that, and they showed me how loyal they are to their shit. It's like Reputed. Every club has what they're very loyal to. And I fuck with that.
Right.
There's a lot of clubs that don't have that shit. They're not loyal to any fucking thing. That's the cancer right there.
Right. Well, and that actually segues into one of my questions. What principles do your MC hold valuable, and why are they important to you?
True and real. True to yourself, real to your brother. Stay true to yourself, meaning you stay true to what you believe in, which is what you believe in your club. For us, it's true. You know what I'm saying? We don't lie to ourselves. We don't lie to our brothers. You a fucked up individual. Say that. You know what I mean? Um, we absolutely value loyalty. I can't stand how loyal motherfuckers are.
Right.
I hate when I get close to somebody, I build a relationship with them and they dip out or they turn their back or whatever. That shit gets into my skin. Um, we also value tradition. Like I said, we here to ride and shit. And if anybody knows anything about the Real MC, it's just like life in general. In real life, it's fucking dope.
Oh
Do
yeah.
what you want, when you want, how you want. You ride and just be free. And we value all three of them things, bro. And honestly, that's what kept us together. And that's what gotten us our respect in the community because we respect others. Had I just say, well, fuck yeah, we don't care. Like a lot of other clubs do, nobody would like that. But because people know that, yeah, we have our fuck ups sometimes, we have our moments, but for the most part, Trill is a cool club. Trill, they are willing to hash it out. Trill will talk to you, you know what I'm saying? People know that, especially about me, at least myself. And
So,
my VP, he backs me up. I got my fire. Everybody in my club backs me up.
so,
So whether or not, go ahead.
so let me ask you, since you're touching on it, hold on. Mustache, are you echoing?
Nope, not me.
Alright. Um, Back to what I was asking. If you wanted everyone in the MC community to know one thing about your MC, what would it be?
You have any issues with talking?
I was gonna say they were awesome.
Huh? Yeah, you're good. I would dead I say you have an issue, come talk to me. You want to chill, come talk. Just talk. Yeah, just communicate. Um, we're cool with everybody unless you cause a problem. Yeah, you know that. I've never been the one to let my club just, popping off. If I hear about it, it's a wrap. Um, yeah, just communicate. That's it. With us.
I'm gonna say this because I know they watching. I know they listening. If you see Breeze, Trill Breeze delivering some product, do not blow my shit up, okay? I need the money.
Oh my God.
Hey, real talk, them resets are hard though.
Man, I'm telling you, dude. What?
Hey, that's what prospects are for. Fill that shit the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, we all have our own take on, um, what makes us stand out, and but that's a very good trait to have, in my opinion, is the ability to communicate logically and soundly. That is the kind of mentality we need in the MC community, as opposed to shit talk and disrespect and just flat out just schoolyard bullshit.
People being hateful for no reason.
Yeah. And it
That's
happened
it.
to me once. Cause and I learned this a long time ago. A homie taught me this actually. I was going back and forth with a guy on Instagram, and you really gotta watch what you say, man, 'cause you don't really know these people that well. You don't know their family or how even old they are. And there
Mm.
was one kid I was talking to one kid, and homie didn't really know something about him. I ended up having to apologize to that guy, like, I'm sorry for what I said, you know what I'm saying? And cause I had no idea what his life was like, and I was just talking shit to him. I'm like, man, like you gotta watch that shit. That's really important.
Yeah, and that's what it comes down to. If you find some shit out that you did wrong, be a man about it. You know what I'm saying? Fix it. Don't
Right.
let oh well, fuck it. It's like nah, bro, fix it. You fucked up. And that's the thing that we value here also in Trill. Like we man up to shit.
Yep.
Like when I brought it to Breeze's attention, it was no question for him, bro. I got you, bitch. I'm gonna fix it. I didn't have to tell him. He knew he already knew what it was. When I told him what it was, he said, yo, I didn't know. I said, no, you good. I know you didn't know. I got you. I'm gonna handle it. Say that. And that's how you have to be, bro. And honestly, if you don't move like that in the real MC set, get your ass killed or beat the fuck up. You
Well, what
have
I
to respect other people. You have to. Like that's and honestly that's what I tell people. That's what even on the real set, that's what it's about. As long as you respect people, you'll be all right. your club will do just fine. But the moment when you start showing disrespect and saying fuck tradition, then yeah, them old heads gonna have a fucking problem.
Right. Well, and what I always tell the guys is the proof's in the pudding. You know, someone's screen recording, screenshotting, you know, it's always gonna come out. So
Oh hell yeah.
stick with your brothers, finish whatever is going on out, gather your intel, get as much proof as you can. But at the end of the day, when it comes to the table, you gotta own up for what you did. If you fucked up and you put the club in a bad light, well then, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, and then we'll move forward and slate clean. You know what I'm saying? But
I have to agree because that's yeah. People forget that like in Trill, whether our brother is wrong or right, I'm gonna have your back. If I find that you're wrong, I'm gonna have your back, and then when we get back to the clubhouse,
yep,
we gonna handle you.
and that's where you handle it at the table. You don't handle
Actually, you
it.
know what? Can I say this?
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all seen. So we have a YouTube channel, but we post videos here and there. We just had a member. And, you know, I can say this because it's on YouTube, but he disrespected Trill. I'm not gonna really say what he did.
I saw that video.
He disrespected Trill, and we have a video of him. He was doing his own thing, chilling, drinking at the strip club. I sent two of my members to go get him. Brought him back to the clubhouse, beat the shit out of him. You don't disrespect your club. Period. And I see a lot of people do that shit, and they get away with it. Like, how the fuck do you let somebody disrespecting the club that they're in?
That
Like,
reminds me. That reminds me of one. I forget exactly who or what MC, but there was a situation where some dude was talking shit on IG to me, and you know me, I don't chime in on everything. It's just
right.
if I did that, I wouldn't be able to be an adult. I wouldn't be able to get shit done. And I really, at the end of the day, don't give a shit about all these little kids that want to talk shit. Um, but he was like posting up kill photos, but it had in the picture, and he was a support of that MC, but he had dead full patch members on his IG of the club he was trying to join.
What?
And I was like, how stupid are you? You're going to post pictures depicting the MC you're trying to join having dead members on the ground, and you're gonna post that on IG for what, a
His
stab
gamer
picture?
tag should have been put on blast.
I put him on blast. He deleted it, but that's the problem, is everybody can delete it and erase it, and you know what I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about his PSN. That shit, it should have been put on blast to where he got to keep buying another one.
$10, fine.
Cause that's another cancer. Motherfuckers like that.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't let my club no more. We used to, like I said, y'all know us. We used to get it down. We used to get down with the shit talking. And I always carried it away, and it just got to the point I was like, you know what? Ain't no point in that shit because I know who I am and what I'll do. But these motherfuckers just pushing buttons. That's it.
Right.
Block them, get it over with.
So let me ask you this. What are your thoughts on the direction that the MC community has taken in the last few years?
Shit. They took a shit, and nobody flushed.
Well, what's contributed to it? What's the reasons in your eyes?
People, okay, so people don't understand the word tradition. I mean, and new shit comes along, and they start breaking it. Well, let's add this. Well, let's allow this. Fuck that. Like I see MCs riding up past. You serious? I see people getting in cars with cuts. You know what I'm saying? Like just, I don't know. It's a lot, man. They're not having the knowledge of the MC period. They just like it because it looks. And honestly, I blame it on SOA. They think
Real talk, dude. That the Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans MC, for those of you who don't understand this, is not real life. That is not what they do on a day-to-day basis. They do not go up and blow up fucking cars and shipments and military fucking vehicles and then fly overseas and do the same shit. They don't do that.
People don't understand what makes them outlaw club. What makes them outlaw club is sticking to yourself, only needing your brothers, partying within yourself, making it to where everybody's like, you know what? I want to go chill with them guys. That's what makes you earn the respect because people know that you're not out here on some dumb shit. And that's what will get you to become an OG on your set. People don't realize that. That'll make you last. But going out here fucking with people, when there's one or two of y'all in the club, like, come on, man. That's fucking retarded. Like, people need to get it together. This is, like I said, this is not SOA. Fuck out here with that shit.
So what are your
But
thoughts on the Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans batches?
on the game,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
Alright, so look, so I ain't gonna lie, I'm a fucking fan of both of the shows, especially mine. That shit is fire.
The show, yeah.
You like a show about a rat? What the fuck?
So, huh?
You like a show about a rat?
I knew you were gonna say that.
I'm sorry,
Listen.
man. I couldn't get over it.
Listen, alright. So, both of those shows, I've learned something. Alright. Both of the motherfuckers did whatever they had to do for the club. Yes, I know that because even Jack did some fucked up shit. Even talking to the feds is wrong in the MC world.
Right.
But I see why he did it. Same thing with damn for money. The prospect. Same thing with him. He was between a rock and a fucking hard place. You know what I mean? And
Well, see,
it all worked out in their favor.
I feel like they sort of put themselves.
Spoiler alert.
Fuck y'all. But no. So my take on the patching on the game is, at first when I first seen it, I was like, you know what, that'd be dope to have, you know what I'm saying, have them linked up, you know what I'm saying. But then when I saw how they carried themselves, I was like, yeah, wow, no, like they took a patch that could have been something on the game here and just fucking ruined it. Because now nobody, because I've seen some SOAs that really try to be chill, but they can't. People see their patch, they automatically think, oh, 99, let's get the fuck away from them or fuck them up. One of the two.
No. Here's my take. I don't think it's 99ers. I don't think they're whatever. I feel like I play the game like real life. So, if I was in real life right now and I was in a fucking outlaw club and I seen the guy riding around with a Sons of Anarchy patch, I'm
Ooh.
fucking snatching it.
Okay, good point. So what's funny is I'm actually sending it to y'all. I got a video of a dude I know, he's a Mongo in real life. And he's videotaping because at this event, and a fucking guy with an SOA shirt walks on, and they instantly just turn on and start clowning. So yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you're right, Breeze. That's, yeah. Damn. I tried.
You try, yeah. I mean, it's a good show. Like you said, shout them out.
It's a good. The patch looks good. You gotta give it to it. The patch looks good.
Yeah, but it's not theirs. They didn't come up with the idea. They didn't come up with the concept. They stole off.
You're right. And there you go. That another thing is to make the original.
Right.
Fine. You like get your everybody's club has like this thing that they do that they're known for. You know what I mean?
Well, and people forget that part of the fun and the rigorous long churches, but part of the fun is coming up with an original name and a color scheme and the font and the center patch and really making it your own. I mean, your cut defines your brotherhood. So if you're half-assing it and you're not really taking time to put thought and effort into your foundation and your colors, because everything means something, from the font to the colors to, you know what I'm saying, everything means and stands for something. And if you don't really take the time and the effort, what does it say about you as a person?
They had to get the okay
Right,
from
and
the
see, this is
real
the thing. You
life
can tell
club
by
to
some of these
rock
tracks, when you look at the
California.
centipede, you be like, oh, you know what? You found that. You thought it was cool, and you put it on your back. That's it. It has no meaning. It's not even tailored to what your club is about. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's where I have to agree with you. No, there's no meaning to this shit. Like ours, we have meaning to our shit. You know what I mean? Like meaning something. It's like our centerpiece is based off of what we are.
Right.
People clown it. People always talk shit about our past, and I like that. It's cool for me because they don't know what it means. Our past for us means we a bunch of clown ass motherfuckers, but we'll fuck you up with me. That's what
So that's what inspired your center
cool
patch?
Yes, bro. We're a bunch of cool, and everybody we crew is. You have to be cool and chill, but be able to get down when it's time.
Yeah.
And that's what we have.
There you go. I mean,
Even
that's
in real life, bro. Even in fucking real life, that's how we are. Every member is chill and cool, but guess what? Don't fuck with us, bro. We don't. If we not fucking with you, don't fuck with us.
right.
Don't come to our shit trying to fuck us up. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like
We're not
to have
out
fun.
there.
You can go look at us on Facebook. We have mad fun. That's what we about. Positivity.
And see, and that's kind of what brought me to it. When I was with the Last King, before I was with Last King, I was with I don't even remember their names like that. But it was I don't know. Anyway, I found Trill and like, yeah, we got based off, some of our members are real life pastors. I'm like, man, y'all not real. Yeah, that's just bullshit. Look us up. I looked it up. I'm like, oh, maybe this is real. Maybe these are some real men inside this club. Maybe this might be a good club. Been here. I
Like
just
I
feel
said,
like
you just gotta find what you're looking for. A lot of
Yep.
clubs gotta do that.
Yep. Not every brotherhood is suited for everybody. And I think that's what a lot of guys, because we go through prospects like Mouthwash. I mean, out of 20 prospects, I'd say 2 make it no reputed. And that's really a defining thing of our brotherhood, because not everybody can make it in this brotherhood. We,
Man,
you know what I'm saying, homie? I mean,
you ain't lying, bro.
like, real talk. If our number one rule is real life comes first. So if you're one of those guys that live on the game and neglect your real life and don't take care of
You got to
yourself,
go.
it's not going to work out, because you're going to get disgruntled and frustrated that we're not on 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Most of us are grown ass men that work and have lives and have, families.
Not only
So,
that, what kind of brother would anybody be if they allowed that?
right, we promote real life comes first. That's our golden rule. I've never gotten upset at anybody that has to do something in real life. I might give them a little shit, but who doesn't?
and
Um,
then it's so funny when someone new comes in and, oh, you guys are never on, blah blah. You haven't even been here 2 weeks. You don't want to get on. What are you talking about?
Facts. Facts.
I mean,
That's
we're
kind of like how Trill is, and everybody that's in Trill, I think that's why they stay, because everybody knows. Like for me especially, I'll have my moments where I have a hiatus. I'm gone for like 5, 6 months. Like when I went to Hawaii, I didn't do my PS4, and I was gone for 6 months, but I still communicated. I had Facebook, I had PS. I still talk to my fucking clubs. I knew everything that was wrong for the most part. Could I fix it? Probably not. At least I know. You know what I mean? So I could at least give them some kind of advice on how to handle it. Same thing with Razor. There have been times where all of us have been off at the same fucking time. But when we come back, guess what? We figure out how we gonna move, what's going on in the community. Let's throw a party to say we back and show people what's up. Like shit like that. Nobody fucking cares no more. Like everybody's just trying to fight and be on top. Like that doesn't make you on top. That
no,
might make you a better, the known club for shooting, but you're not cool. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody wants to shoot all the time.
right. If you just
Do you
go
see
around
anybody
and
in
shoot
America
at
want to say,
everybody.
hey, let's go to the fucking hood for Saturday? No, no. We
Go
want to go
hang
somewhere
out.
fun.
We're gonna go hang out in
Yeah,
the east.
let's fly to Iraq, yo. Let's go to Iraq and just sit in the middle of a fucking war zone. Like, come on, bro. I want to do that shit.
Right. Well, and not to mention, if you have that kind of reputation of just shooting everybody and not giving a fuck, it's really a testament of how long you're gonna stick around, because you're gonna burn yourself out. You're gonna shoot at everybody. You're not gonna have anybody to be cool with, and you're gonna burn yourself out.
By the
And
time you're done, you're
that's
not gonna be able to get in the lobby with no MC.
right. You're not gonna have anybody to ride with. You're gonna get bored, and you're gonna go find something else to do, or go fuck up some other MC.
Or hop on the fucking oppressor and start blowing stuff.
Right. I mean,
Yeah, that shit kills me, man. And I hate when people like that. That's what irks my nerves the most. Is when you're in formation, you're actually chilling with your club, and all of a sudden, kaboom! Your whole fucking club is just blown the fuck up. Do you know how mad that makes Trill, bro?
oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, kicking. Okay, that's like kicking a hornet's nest. If you have a large pack of any MC, and you go and blow that pack up with an oppressor, you're literally kicking a hornet's nest, because you're literally just giving them grounds to jump on their oppressors and fuck your day up.
well, see, I don't know. That's not true. It's like for us, you do that shit. That's like kicking an ant. I don't know, an anthill, because we can't fly. I'll just fall around, hope you fall down.
Listen, I'll shoot twice, and if I can't shoot you within 2 times, I'm leaving.
Yeah, we out. Fuck it. Let's go. We out. So
See,
let's you circle back around, you're gonna catch somebody again. I'm not gonna let my club get fucked up.
right.
If I can't
And
get
another
hurt,
thing I hate is these fucking randoms. Since when do these fucking randoms give a fuck about stabbing people?
oh
No, those
yeah.
aren't randoms. Those are rejects.
Oh wow, thank you. Since when the fuck does rejects get clout for stabbing people? Like I've seen
Oh,
people like
because they
love their
know.
posts. I'm like, yo, why are you giving them the time of day? Like they're on some bitch shit. Like
Yeah, because they must know. They must know what it means to be
Well, they
stabbed.
know they have to have knowledge. If they're gonna go up and try and stab you, what actual random that has no knowledge of the MC community feels necessary to run up on somebody and try and stab them? They'd
That makes a lot of sense.
much prefer usually rocketing or running them over or doing something stupid. You
you
know,
know what?
those
I
are
can name you one. His
premeditated.
name is Jacob Smooth.
Smooth. How'd I know he was
I
gonna
don't know
come
what
up?
his problem is,
Man,
but I've never seen somebody in my life literally just run by people and trying to just. There was a session, bro, where he literally just took off on his little man chest. He wasn't even shooting. He just kept coming around, just fucking with us, trying to piss us off.
And it
And
was
then when we
crazy.
just finally said, okay, leave him alone, he ain't doing shit. He fucking stabbed me.
Yep. And I was trying to shoot him on the bench. He just ran off.
but just like Smooth, you know what I'm saying? He's been in MCs before. He has knowledge of it. He's just a reject. You know, all of these people that don't have a patch on, that hunt MCs, they're all rejects who got turned away at some point by some MC, and they have a bone to pick. That's all it
My
is.
BP over here falling asleep.
I know. Trill kicked me out. I'm coming back and I'm gonna
Well,
finish it up.
we're almost done. I actually only have one last question, and we can wrap the Smokebox episode up for this week.
Yeah, so stay here, Breeze. With your big head ass. You can hold your pee.
I ain't
What?
going nowhere. Shit.
Why do you guys stay in the MC community?
Don't change that dial.
Why do we stay in that community? Good question.
I'll go first, and you guys can be, you're gonna be better than my
Yeah, go
opinion.
ahead, go ahead, cause I do have an answer to that, but that was a good question.
Oh yeah, we already thought about it. I already got the answer. I
Go
stay.
ahead, big head.
I stay because I stay in the MP community because of the brothers I ride with. Like if I didn't have these guys, I probably wouldn't stay that long. You know what I'm saying? Like I played GTA when it first came out, a long time ago. I didn't know about this shit. Once I found out about the MC shit, I'm like, that's cool. Once I found Trill, I'm like, man, it's even better. Cause like, what I'm saying, we talk all day. We video chat. Like it's kind of like having real brothers. It's just not right
Facts.
that they can see you all the time. And that, you know what I'm saying?
Um,
That
to
shit's
be
cool to
honest,
have.
yeah, that's kind of why. I ain't gonna lie. There've been moments where I'm like, man, I'm about to just shut this shit down. This MC is trash. There's too much fighting going on. Like we can't even get in session to chill. But it's like if I do that, I'm taking a home away from all my bros. And then what we gonna do? Where we gonna link up at? Where we gonna vibe at? Where we gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you giving up a lot if you say you can walk away from some of this shit. People don't realize that shit. It's not just about you. It's about the whole club. So if you walk away, you affecting a lot of fucking people.
Like
And
I be telling homie all the time, like what you don't understand, like by him being president, what you don't understand is, like you bringing men together from across the world. You know what I'm saying?
facts.
Through a game, like that shit crazy when you think about it, man. Like right now
Like
we all
for real.
together.
I know a lot of clubs are like that. And I know for a fact y'all are like that. I know there's a few striker members are like that. But for us in Trill, every last member, I know personally, seen them, talked to them. I know their kids, I know their wives, I know where they work, I know what they do, I know their schedules. Like it's like he said, it's like they my real brother. It's
Right.
like we talk every fucking day, every day. There's some that fucking annoy me, no cap. But the thing is I can tell them like, yo, you're fucking annoying me, bro. Stop calling my phone.
Yeah,
And there's no hard feelings because that's some brotherhood shit, and that's just how it is. That's how we talk to each other. Like we know, and you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I had to explain that to a lot of them when they first joined. They was like, "Hey, I don't like his attitude." Like for example, I'm gonna be real. SK, he is not a people person.
He is
And I had to
not.
explain to people that shit.
He
He can
is
come off like
not.
a dick. He can come off like a dick all the time, and I'll put him to the side like, "Yo," he's like, "What? I was just playing, bro." That sounded like a dickhead would say some shit like that. I'm sorry, bro. Well, so then I had to start explaining because I couldn't get to him. So I had to start explaining to people like, look, this is how he is. My club started realizing that. You know what I'm saying? Breeze, same thing. Breeze is hard headed. Breeze likes to do what Breeze wants to do. He'll listen after a while, but he's gonna give you an argument about shit. So people
Mm.
realize that about him. So now we just let Breeze fucking talk. So everybody's got their thing that they do in the club that some might not like, some hate, some get along, whatever. But because I've expressed that, how you gotta handle shit. Club is learn as a club together as bros how to handle shit. So that's and like I said, man, it's only a few clubs that do that shit. I know Trill is one of them. Reputed is one of them. My TV Strikers. There's a few other clubs I can't name off the top of my head, but that's what it's about, bro. Yeah, that's why we stayed, bro. If we left, we would lose all of that. Honestly, I'd rather keep that and deal with some of the little petty bullshit that we got to deal with in the MC community instead of leave and lose all of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
cause that patch, like to some people, it's just a game. Like my friend coming right now, looking at the table. Oh, that's some bullshit. But to me, these patches mean, something. These are glues to fucking to brotherhoods. You feel what I'm saying?
that's what
I
it's
had a
supposed to
member in
stand
my
for.
club. Matter of fact, his name is Trill underscore Medusa. And I know him in real life. He's like my little brother in real life, but his big brother was in my car club. But when I said that shit out of anger, mad as fuck. I said, man, yo, fuck this. I'm shutting this shit down. I'm taking everybody's rag. You gonna have to fight me, bro. In real life, I'm not playing, bro. I'm not fucking playing. That's some bullshit. You got to fight me. I was like, you serious? Yeah, man, I ain't playing, man. You got to fucking fight me. I earned this shit. I said, say less. I'm on the way. Bet, I'm for real. I was like, nigga, I was playing. I'm not playing, bro. But yeah, we
But
take
that's the
this shit
heart,
serious though
though.
when it comes to this shit.
Yeah, that's
He always talking that shit free, chopping rag. You gotta come get these. You gotta come get my PlayStation
Yeah,
and literally
yeah,
break
you
it.
got to come to Detroit because you know what? And that's the thing. So I know a lot of people don't do this, but this is the kind of trust level that we have. Each of my members have their own patch. Now, some of them look the same, but it's a different account. Why? They're the only ones that have access to it. So I couldn't even take it if I really wanted to. But I give it to them because I don't have to worry about that. I know they ain't going nowhere. I know they loyal.
right.
See what I'm saying? So that's another thing. When I see clubs don't give their members access to shit, it kind of says something. It's kind of like, why you don't trust your people?
Right.
No, it ain't that. Well, what you mean? What you worry? I'm not worried. I ain't worried about Breeze taking my shit trying to grave it. Cause I'm telling you, I cannot take it from him. That is his shit. You go look at that social account, he's the only one in it.
Yep.
And
And that's,
it works that way. It worked that way
he
because
earned
I
it.
say, oh yeah, I need that shit.
You,
I need it all, man. Come on now.
everybody earns their shit, man. And I think if other clubs did that shit, they would go a longer way. Like, trust. I've noticed that. A lot of clubs don't even trust their own club, and that's sad.
Well, I mean, ill reputed. We make our own real life shirts, soft colors. It doesn't have the
Yeah, I remember you telling me
MCQ.
that shit.
Yeah, it doesn't have the
Anytime I call MC,
MCQ.
all I see is your people.
Well, that's just because we have a lot of creators, man.
Yeah, man.
But it doesn't have MCQ and doesn't have the California bottom rocker. It's a gaming bottom rocker, and that's just to comply so none of our members get hit up in real life or what I'm saying, on some stupid shit. But
Right.
you know, real talk, we don't have any control over regulation of those shirts once a member is out of the MC. So we trust our members as well, and that trust goes a long way. You have to trust your members. You have to trust your brothers. Otherwise, why have a table?
I
Exactly.
mean, that's why we're so selective on our brothers anyway. That's why it's been
Of
so
course,
long that
as
we've
you
known
should be.
because they're quality brothers.
Right. All right. Well, is there anything else you would like the MC community to know before we end the show, homie?
Mm, all I'm gonna say is, you OGs, act like it. You new guys, learn to say. For all y'all MCs in the fucking community, respect the tradition. Everybody do that shit, bro. This MC community go way back to how it was, but way better.
Real talk. All right. Well, homie BG, thank you for being here tonight on the Smoke Box. You guys are welcome back anytime.
Absolutely, man. I really appreciate you having us, dog. I think this shit was a dope ass session, and it was actually fun getting to
Hell
know y'all's
yeah.
point of view and just hearing everything. You know what I'm saying? It was dope. I fuck with it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. All
Yeah.
right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been another episode of the Smoke Box. Tune in next week, and until then, we'll see you around.